By the midsummer of 2022, a lot of tourism businesses near the Canadian border started to notice something. Where is everybody? Pandemic restrictions are lifted, but there aren't nearly as many Americans blowing money at Niagara Falls casinos. In May 2019, just before COVID started, almost 1 million people crossed the border near Buffalo, New York. In May 2022, it was about 500,000. If you ask basically any politician whose constituency is near the US-Canadian border, they know exactly what to blame for all this. The ArriveCAN app. NDPers hate it. Conservatives hate it. On the American side of the border, you have Republicans and Democrats joining hands to issue public letters saying how much they hate ArriveCAN. The only party not claiming it sucks is the one who brought it in. The Liberals. Right now, nobody gets into Canada without uploading their travel details to this app. Length of visit, flight numbers, passport numbers, the specific dates of your COVID vaccinations. There's even a questionnaire. Oh, and you've got to start an account first, so they're going to have to send you a confirmation email. After you read the privacy policy, of course. If you screw up one step of that, you either get turned away at the border, if you're a foreigner, or you can be ordered into quarantine if you're a Canadian. So, house arrest, basically. But I shouldn't go into quarantine. I have my proof of vaccination right here, you say. Ha! No one cares! You have to upload it through the app. No exceptions. Nobody else does this. When you go to the United States, they ask you for your proof of vaccination, they scan it, and then they wave you on your way. And in a lot of Europe, they don't ask for the vaccination card at all. Also, since ArriveCAN is just an app, it screws up sometimes. Canadian citizens have been ordered into what is effectively 14-day house arrest because a smartphone app glitched. This is probably where I should mention that it cost more than $25 million to create ArriveCAN. Now, there's nothing wrong with streamlining government services through apps. I, for one, am actually pretty pleased I can file my taxes online. But what you don't do is take a core government service such as border screening and then route all of it through an app. There are no alternatives to ArriveCAN. If you don't have a smartphone, you have to do ArriveCAN through a desktop computer. If you don't have a desktop computer, find someone who does. Are you blind, deaf, old? Too bad, get someone to help you figure it out. This is New Coke dumb. Remember in 1985 when Coca-Cola released New Coke? They didn't say, oh, here's this different Coke you could try if you want. They stopped making the original Coke altogether and forced everybody to start drinking a new formula. Everyone hated it, but since Coca-Cola is a business, they reversed course after their sales fell off a cliff. ArriveCAN has similarly driven Canada's sales figures off a cliff, at least in the tourism sector, but government being government, they don't seem to care. After all, guess who doesn't have to fill out a pain-in-the-ass smartphone app every time they jet off to an international summit?